Good morning. I'm Jeanne Anne, and I'd like to welcome you to our exploration of being alone together, solitude and community. This is the name of today's service, and it's the name of the retreat that we have been participating in this weekend. It's coming to a close with today's morning service. So meditation practice, we think of it as a thing that is really quite solitary. It does require a willingness to be alone and to sit with our inner experience, but it's often done with others. It's a deeply private practice, but it's also very intimate. We feel very close to people we practice alongside. We're on our own in our practice as we sit in silence, but we draw strength and inspiration from the friends who practice alongside us. Even virtually, there's a lot of camaraderie and connection that develops. And we use tools that have been handed down for thousands of years. So there is a great deal of community in how we practice this very solitary kind of practice. And why do we do this practice? Simply put, we do it so that we can really become our best selves and offer that to our families and our communities and our world. It's a perfect circle that the community supports us, tradition supports us, we support each other in a practice that allows us to grow and mature and be able to offer our best gifts back to the community. The practice that I find to be really at the heart of this process of both ripening our own good qualities and also having something to offer our community is the practice of Metta, or loving kindness. And this is a practice that many people are familiar with. We've done it in this church a number of times, and it is most commonly done by offering good wishes out to people in our world and ultimately to all beings everywhere. But what we've been doing this weekend is also working with turning that metta in our silent, solitary practice. That kindness, friendliness is really at the heart of mindfulness practice, because mindfulness is not simply paying attention or knowing what's happening. It's paying attention in a very particular way, and that is in a way that allows our experience to be just as it is, that is curious and investigative and is really welcoming to whatever's happening. And sometimes what's happening is not so comfortable. So there's a reason why it's called a practice, and why those of us who are drawn to this practice may stay with it for decades, because it's a task that's really never finished. There's always something new to open our hearts to that we haven't quite wanted to go there before. So this is what we've been doing this weekend, and I'd like to share a little bit of this practice with you. So begin by just settling into your seat, making yourself comfortable, but also having an upright posture that allows your breath to be free, for you to be alert. Allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable. And just let the attention land in the body. Feel all the places where the body is supported by whatever you're sitting on, maybe your feet on the floor, maybe if you're leaning against something. And just begin by bringing this attitude of friendliness towards however this body is. Maybe it's comfortable, Maybe it's not comfortable. Can that be okay? Can you open and soften and allow things to be just as they are? Noticing the breath. Sometimes when we first draw our attention to the breath after being busy, we may find that it feels tight, or very high up in the chest. Just allowing that to be as it is. That mindfulness itself has a tremendously transformative effect on the breath, not because we're trying to change it, but the space of awareness and allowing is very different from the space of distraction and being busy. And so once we begin to turn our attention inwardly, we just find things naturally relax. Just noticing the state of the mind and heart this morning. Your mood, whether it's uplifted, tense, whether it's low, whether you're worried about something. Noticing if the mind is busy and full of thoughts, or perhaps a little more spacious and open. And again, just bringing this attitude of friendliness, of wholehearted allowing to the way that we are with ourselves, really offering ourselves this loving attention. And so from this level of being turned towards our own inner experience, we begin to shift into the more familiar Metta practice, this offering wishes for well-being, first to ourselves and then to others. So starting with yourself, starting with this being here who you just did a kind of friendly inventory of. Can I hold this being who I know so well, who I know the hopes and fears, the joys and sorrows? Can I hold this being as worthy of my friendliness? Not better than others, but also not worse than others, not less deserving. May this being, may I be safe. May I be free from danger. May I be happy. May my mind not be a source of trouble for me. May I be healthy and strong. May I live with ease. May my life not be a struggle. Just offering these wishes towards myself and not worrying, not trying to manufacture more feeling than arises. But if a feeling of softening, of friendliness, of tenderness arises, also allowing that to be there. And now expanding to those around me, perhaps friends or family who are participating in this service with me, maybe other people in my house, in other rooms, other people in the building or neighbors. Just expanding my awareness to include some of the other beings in my life, and extending this quality of care and friendliness towards them. May you live in safety. May you be free from danger. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and strong. May your life go easily, smoothly. May it not be a struggle. And then we expand the circle wider still, taking in people a little further out, perhaps people we don't know, maybe neighbors who we've seen but never met, including animals, birds, animals on the ground, fish, frogs, animals that live in the water or animals that live under the ground. This quality of metta is said to be like the sun, that it shines without distinction, that it offers its light in all directions. So that what we offer are just these basic wishes for well-being. Expanding outward. May all these beings around me, human and non-human, may they be safe, may they be free from danger. May all these beings be happy, peaceful, not live in fear, not worry. May all these beings be healthy and strong, be free from physical suffering. May all these beings live with ease. And now we expand further still, allowing this wish for the well-being of all those alive to radiate in all directions, in front of us and behind and to the right and left, above and below. Knowing that this includes perhaps beings who we have some struggles with, maybe people who have treated us badly, people who we know are causing harm to others. Just recognizing that even these beings, these challenging, difficult beings, are wanting to be happy, however misguided they may be in how they go about it. We know that if they had this kind of safety and real peacefulness in their minds and hearts, it could go a long way. So we just offer this very simple wish. May all beings in all forms of life, young and old, near and far, may all beings everywhere live in safety. May all beings be happy, be peaceful, have minds that are not a problem for them. May all beings everywhere be healthy and strong and free from physical suffering. May all beings live with ease, well-being, free from struggle. And now releasing the phrases and allowing yourself just to rest in this body, in this mind and heart, just noticing the feeling of having generated this friendliness. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for your practice.